Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1153 for Wednesday, August 11th, 2010, the iSafe School Backpack. This episode of the Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Hover.com. Hover is domain name registration and management that's simple. For 10% off your new domain, go to www.GizWiz.hover.com. Now, get ready for Dick. It's the middle of the week. Leo left. I'm trying to co-host, and I can't find a theme anywhere.
It's Wednesday.
I don't have a Wednesday song, really.
Oh, that's why.
Every day.
I could sing the Monday song over again.
No, it's Wednesday.
Theme Free Wednesday, the show you cannot hum.
There's no way.
The day when there's no theme.
I love that theme. Not theme.
Yeah,
There's no
there
theme.
is no theme.
There is
You
no
love the thing that's not the theme.
Yeah, the untheme. And I am the unhost. And the star of our show is Dick DeBartolo. Welcome, Dick.
Leo. Oh, you see, I can't stop saying Leo. See, actually, that part, I should have stopped that. That part's recorded.
Freudian slip.
So, yeah. I'm good, Tom, and you?
I am fantastic, and I am having a blast as usual. Thanks for having me back to co-host on the GizWiz. I'm happy to have the opportunity.
Not only that, we're doing it again next week.
That's right.
Despite my complaining and saying, please, is there no one else?
All the letters were for nothing.
That's right.
And that's really the thing. There's just no one else. They couldn't.
No.
Everyone else was like, oh, yeah, busy, sorry.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I apologize.
You know, I have that book to go back to the library.
That's right. I'm washing my hair. I'm washing my friend's hair.
Tools thing.
I'm washing some hair I bought at a garage sale.
Yeah, maybe they're only 7 bits. I have to count, make sure they're 8.
Count my bits. You know how it goes when you're counting bits.
Well, you know what? I said earlier in the week, and I'm serious. I'm starting to pull together gadgets for back to school for World News Now on ABC. And I don't know, do you have kids?
I don't. I only have dogs. No kids
Only
yet.
have dogs. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But they do go to school.
So. They do go to school. Oh, okay. Okay.
We like to educate.
I have a new backpack, which is called the iSafe. It's so funny. I don't know why everything has an I in it, even if it has nothing to do with music. I mean,
well, yeah. Do you remember it used to be an E back in the late 90s?
Yes.
Everything had to have an E. And then the iPod came out, and now everything has to have an I.
Right. Well, I have the iSafe Ultimate laptop backpack.
See, it's even I have the iSafe.
Yes, it should be.
You can't get away from it.
It used to be EHAB.
That's right. Remember when everyone said that? Those days they're gone and never coming back.
Gone.
So this is a laptop backpack for kids.
Yes. Yeah. Well, let me just.
Or just for back to school. I mean, you don't have to be a kid to go to school.
Well, no, it's for anybody. But what this has, and I'm not going to set it off because it is loud. I think it was 108 decibels.
Oh, geez.
So it's really kind of a good idea. A couple of safety things about this is it has a strap system so that they crisscross in the back so that it's very hard for someone to just run up and pull it off your shoulder. So that's one thing. The second thing is on one of the straps under a little flap that you know about is a little pin you can pull out if you feel endangered, and that'll set off 2 outward-facing speakers that set off a loud, as I said, I think in the press release it was 108 decibel wailing sound. And if you happen to be running in a direction, the back of your backpack has a series of red LEDs.
Oh, nice.
That light up at the same time. So this very well could scare off someone who's trying to pull your backpack or trying to molest you, in as much as people are probably going to come running, hopefully, to see what all that noise is about.
That's really good for a college campus. You know, you're walking around, maybe it's a little dark, coming home from studying or a late class, and they make those whistles that you can blow. But this is just as good, if maybe not better, because you know it's a string that you can get to quickly and create a noise.
Exactly. And it's as if you have fresh batteries. It can wail for 2 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Hopefully someone will come within 2 minutes.
And then how do you turn it off?
You stick the pin back in.
Okay.
And it shuts it off instantly. And on the website and in all their press materials, you know, they stress that kids have to be told this is not something you demonstrate for friends, that it's really for emergencies and it's not a toy. And the bags are water resistant. The most expensive one, which is just under $100, has its own laptop compartment, has a place for the iPod to go, and then a feed-through chamber for the earphones. Nice. So that any player can be inside, and the headphones on the outside. And they start at about the $60, and this is suggested retail range. And they are at iSafeBags.com.
iSafeBags.
iSafeBags.com. And the biggest one, the under $100 one, can take laptops up to 15.4 inches, and it has its own padded compartment. And it's pretty, and 10 pockets, you know, for your water. Pretty much a little kind of backpack office safety musical carrying device.
Does it have that rip-proof stitching?
It does.
So
it does.
Okay. Because that would be my one worry, is that in focusing on all this other high-tech stuff, that they give it some crappy nylon material that thing just falls apart.
Yeah, let me see if it has you know, little things all over the bag here, and I think it's that ripstop nylon that. Whoops! I hit my microphone. Yeah, this is really well made, and I'm looking at my 4 blinking LEDs, and it's nicely done.
Good. It's great for riding on a bicycle too. Now, were you saying? Did I understand it right? If someone tries to grab the backpack off your back, there's also an alarm?
No,
okay.
There's an extra strap system, so that they pretty much have to stand there for a couple minutes to try and undo the straps to get it.
Okay, good.
And then by then they'll be behind. But the speakers are behind you, so they'll get the worst of the sound of the speakers.
Yeah, you may notice them trying this and then pull the
yes,
pull
exactly.
The well, good, because I was afraid that, you know, across college campuses everywhere, suddenly everyone would be running up and trying to grab people's bags to set off their alarm and then run away.
Oh yeah, no.
That's good that it's the only way you can do it is hidden
evil
away.
Mind.
I'm just, you know, I would know it would happen to me if I was carrying a backpack.
Really?
Yeah, so I try to figure out all of the ways in which this could go wrong.
Are you not out of college yet? I knew Leo was
I'm working on
younger
it.
And younger.
Yeah, I need like 3 more credits. I'm thinking of taking a kinesiology class.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's only 2.5 credits, though. You'll need.
Well,
to
that's the problem, exactly. So even when I'm done with that, I'll still need a half credit somewhere. Figure maybe I could just
that tool course they're doing.
Oh, is it the one that teaches you how many bits are in a general precision plus screwdriver?
Yeah, and you're set because you already have the equipment.
I failed that one already. They won't let me take it over.
They would, but the chat room wouldn't. They're vindictive. That chat room, boy, they won't call that university in a minute.
I need a letter of recommendation from the chat room, and they won't give me one. So I was thinking maybe I could get a half credit for starting a website. You know, some sort of educational website where I can help others avoid.
I think you're really out of your depth, aren't you? Shouldn't you do something you know about?
Well, you know, what you need for a good website these days, it's so easy to make.
What do you need?
You just need a domain name. A good domain name. Come up with a domain name, and then you register it. and it's super simple to register if you use our sponsor, Hover.com.
Oh.
They make domain registration incredibly simple. You go to a site, register a domain, and you don't have to click 50 times to get it registered. You don't get barraged with a bunch of special offers. They just focus on registering your domain. In fact, I don't know if you ever used Domain Direct back in the day.
I did not.
But that's what Hover used to be called. They've sold domains since 1997. They've got a complete help and resource area. You can go there to learn about managing and forwarding and transferring the domains. And if you have any kind of problem registering a domain at all, or you've got any kind of question like, I've got my domain names with another server, how do I transfer them over to Hover and take advantage of you guys? They have a no-hold policy for customer service calls. So if you call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. your time, Dick, Eastern time, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., they will not put you on hold. You get a live person. No zombies. Live person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That cost.
So check them out today, and you'll get 10% off the registration fee if you use our GizWiz offer code. Go to www.GizWiz.hover.com. That's GIZWIZ.hover.com. And use the code GizWiz. Get 10% off an easy domain name registration. And then you'll get that half credit that I need. That won't help me any. But it'll help you.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. You know what sounds good to me?
A lettuce theme?
Exactly.
Here come the Giz Wiz letters now. Here come the Giz. I said the Giz Wiz letters now. Oh, yeah.
Hit me with a letter, Dick.
A letter comes from Mike Meyering, the spare geek, who writes, I recently purchased the Encore Music Power Dual USB port charger for a plane/car vacation our family was taking down the West Coast. Although the price has jumped at our local Walmart to $15, it's still a great deal. I'll just do a little background here, Tom. This was another neat device I found on the web, and at the time was under $10, and it's a little battery that you charge and then take with you, and you can use it to charge other devices. What's neat about it is the little AC power plug is built right in. It just flips up.
Oh, nice.
And then the other end has two USB outputs. He said it's a great deal, even at $15. I used the battery to recharge my son and my wife's iPod when they were both completely dead. Still had juice to spare.
No, wait a minute. His son was completely dead, and he recharged him with this? That's amazing.
You know what? Maybe. I think this is coming.
I mean, the wife's iPod's one thing, but his son, that's incredible.
No, well, you know, it's dated Transylvania.
Oh,
so
there you
maybe,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I charged both my sons and my wife's iPod.
Oh, my sons. I'm sorry. I
When they were
misheard.
both completely dead. So, yeah, I could see where you could see that. Because of the great performance, I wanted to know what kind of battery was in this. I contacted the manufacturer, and I kept at it until it was figured out. The company did a very decent job, and they got back to me in a timely manner. Turns out this device has a 1700 milliamp battery. That's pretty good. Not only did it work as a backup battery, it allows me to use it as a charger for all the iPods. All you do is plug in the iPods when it's plugged into the wall at night. Being able to pack one less item is always a plus. Thanks for your great work. And I guess Leo helps a little bit too. And I guess Tom helps even less. I just added that last part.
Well, yeah, I can't show up the boss, you know, so I got to help this.
Just, I wanted you to feel like you really were part of this.
I appreciate that.
In some vague, distant way.
That's fancy. Sycophancy, but fancy.
Sycophancy, yeah, I like sycophancy.com.
There we go.
What's that hovercraft? What's that?
GizWiz.hover.com. Register.
Oh, yeah, I have to get that. Thank you, yeah. No, it's very funny. The Encore music thing is all over the lot, but if you do web searches, occasionally I sent out a tweet last week that someone put it on sale again for under $10, and it really was a good deal.
I love that little
So
flip
there you
out.
go.
I love that little flip out battery recharging device. That's genius.
It really is. You know, it really is one of those, why didn't they think of this a long time ago?
Yeah,
and
but-
another favorite thing, it's too small to do, is the gadget of the week. And Colleen told me about it. You can buy a little plug adapter that slides into the end of the power brick of a computer so that the power brick goes directly into the wall, and it eliminates carrying one piece of the extension that you normally carry with a laptop.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'm making that clear or not.
Yeah. So in other words, you could just turn any of those things, you pull it apart, it has a plug on it, and so it shortens. You don't have to mess with as much cable that way. It sounds
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I could not find that, but I found one that had 10 inches of cable on it. And I like that even better because that way it won't block the outlet in a hotel room. But again, instead of carrying those, I know they put them on laptops because they figure at a hotel you could be, 15 feet from the outlet.
Right.
So there's like 8 feet of cord, the power brick, another 8 feet of cord. So you can eliminate 7 feet of cord with those little things in there, like $2 or $3.
When are they going to make these things retractable? I've been wondering that about headphones forever, where you can just, like on your phone, you just pull the headphone out, and then when you're done, you just zips it back in.
No, that's not a bad. I like that.
They'll probably
I
make
like
them
that.
wireless before that, but I would like retractable everything. Well, we're going to have to deal with wires anyway. Make them retractable.
True. But, slowly but surely, I've seen it now for 5 years at CES, and I believe a couple are out on the market now, is wireless TV sets where all the wires and everything get plugged into a box away from the set.
Yeah.
So that, it was always deceptive at CES where all you saw was this beautiful set bolted to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And if you walk behind it, you saw there were 19 holes through the wall where there were 18 different sets of cables going through. And in your home, I used to do that until my neighbors said, would you stop drilling holes in my wall and putting cables through? So, if you have your own home, that could work.
Especially when you're taking their Ethernet cable and using their internet.
I know. Well, I thought that was... I thought it was just a neighborly thing to do.
That's right. What kind of neighbors do you have? Share and share. You give them some flour, they give you some bandwidth.
Exactly. Although, it's interesting. I know we always preach on all the TWiT broadcast about being safe on the internet. You used to be able to, or if I was switching networks here at home, I have 3 different networks. There would be 15 to 20 unsecured networks that would come up. And now it's rare to find an unsecured network. So people really are starting to make things safer for themselves.
Well, the ISPs started making their wireless routers that they give you locked down by default. So that was the end of the plentiful free wireless. You can still find people who are doing it on purpose from time to time, but it's in the larger urban areas. You don't usually find it just kind of cruising around anymore. It's a sad day that's gone. All of that free Wi-Fi.
It is.
I remember being in Arizona visiting my father-in-law who had no internet in his house, but he surfed the internet all day long on his upstairs neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah,
All right.
I know. In my backyard, I used to be able to watch movies on Bell's North, and then one day it was gone, and I was leaving, and there was a moving truck outside, and I said to myself, there goes Bell's North. And he's taking his internet with him.
You should have at least given him a goodbye cake or something.
Yeah, I should have something. So.
All right, Dick. Well, we've got a couple more days together. I hope you can stand it.
Oh, what are you good? I'm having a great time.
I am too. This is fun. I'm looking forward to a little rock and roll tomorrow.
I'll be here.
GizWiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own gravy.